men's rights activist. He brings a conservative point of view to black issues. His mission: to provide a forum for honest discussions about social issues without the liberal lapdogs shutting down the discussion. Broadcasting from the American Truth Project Studios in beautiful Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. This is Conservative Nation with your host, Jermain Botsio.
Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of Conservative Nation. Double Barrel J's edition with me and my great friend down south, brother from another mother, Mind of Jamal. How are you doing here today, sir? Whoops. Let me go ahead. That's my fault. Hold on. That's my fault here. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Hopefully my microphone
fault.
sound better, everybody, since everybody like, Jamal, your microphone horrible. Oh my God. Shoot him, his microphone horrible. Hopefully I sound better. What's going on, Jermain?
You sound very, very, very good. For the people out there who are now just tuning in, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share. For the folks who are now in the building, if we sound good, please put 1. Press the number 1. If we sound like crap, just hit 2 and say you don't sound good. But it seems like okay, yep. We are getting the official count here. Everybody's saying we sound very, very, very good.
All right, that's what I want.
Absolutely. We about to get down to some business, some fire. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Diggy L777. Says Mr. Magoo trips going up as AF. You know what that means. Fall off a bike, ride a train over the Scott Key Bridge. Now Trans Day, Big Ear's third term. $10 challenge. Jermain, let's absolutely. Let's flame, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share. We got a lot to discuss this evening. And let me tell you something. It's about to be fire. It's about to be flames. We got a lot of idiots to destroy. We got a lot of people to discuss. Let me tell you. You just can't make this stuff up. So please, oh, please, hit that like button. Make sure you share. Buddy, are you ready to get down to business? We got a whole bunch of folks in the building.
Yes, I am. Y'all ready to go? Are y'all ready to go?
Absolutely. They are ready to fight. First one up here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go ahead and speak to you guys about parenting. You guys know every single episode, we always talk about parenting. Parenting is very, very, very important. Family is very important here in America. Please believe it. The liberals know that. That's why they try to destroy family. Single mama epidemic, right? Yeah. All you old white guys out there, let me tell you something. In the black community, if you see a black woman, please believe 90% she's going to be single and trying to get your chips. Absolutely. Can't make it up.
And it's infecting the white community.
It is.
Now they even complaining, saying it's getting out of control.
There's a whole bunch of white women who are following these black women.
Yes, it is, girlfriend.
I'm telling you. Trying to sound like them too. You better stop it. You better. I want to go ahead and show you guys this video of this kid's party. It's absolutely insane. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. A bunch of mothers set up a kid's party and they start doing the worst. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jermain, you're not streaming on Facebook.
Oh, I'm not. I should be.
Yeah, it's not showing up on
Oh,
Facebook.
I'll reset it. You know,
Okay.
sometimes what happens is when I get on Facebook and I run my intro,
Uh-huh.
yeah, Facebook, they have this thing on there that, that says, you know what, we don't like your intro music. Your intro music sounds like you stole it from somebody.
Oh, okay. I know exactly
Yeah,
what you're going
it starts
through.
doing one of
Okay.
them.
I know what you're going
And
through.
please believe my intro music is good. Ain't stolen
Yeah.
from not one person. All right, it's an instrumental. And it's all good. So that's what it is. So we'll get that fixed up. But I want to go ahead and run this. When it comes back, we shall speak about it. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Kids party. Mamas doing the worst. I want you guys to look at this. Here we go. Here we go. Let me go ahead and start it over. Disney about to sue. You know it. I'm telling you, Jamal, I'm telling you, Disney about to sue, brother. You can't make this stuff up. My goodness gracious, Jamal, what do you think about this nonsense? Disney, there's this character of Disney booty dancing, doing the most. And let me tell you, the kids don't like it. Why is this going on? What do you think?
Black women are disgusting. This is just disgusting. Simple and plain, this is just disgusting. You got these women got their children around. They want to act like strippers and whores. This is what happened when you tell a community that they're queens, they can do no wrong. This is what happens when this community, my community, but oh snap! I got a daggone wasp in my up in here, Jermain. Hold on. Got his butt. I got him. I got him. You best believe he ain't. I got him. But you got them just sitting here, and they doing this in front of their children like this is something to be proud of. This is why my community is the most degenerate community. This is what they're exporting, and a lot of white women are taking up and trying to act like this is a way to be. And this is nasty, and this is disgusting. Okay? At a child's birthday party. If you want to do that at an adult party, fine. You do that at an adult party. You don't do this with children. You want to know why people are always putting down black folk and always saying how disgusting black folk look? It's because of stuff like this. It's because of stuff like this. The black community got nobody to blame but ourselves.
Absolutely no one to blame. And this is the main reason why our children and our communities over-sexualized. Hypersexualized is the key term. You see that young black boy who tried to stop it? He tried to hit that this young girl from shaking her behind.
That's nasty.
This young boy knows that it's wrong. It's nasty. And you can see the older women, the older females there trying to stop him. And I want people to understand this is the main reason why we speak about what's going on in the community, because let alone to the black liberals, the ones that are in Hollywood right now who are opening their booty hole to P. Diddy. Yeah, you heard about P. Diddy, right?
Yeah.
He busting down booty holes. And let me tell you something.
Female.
I'm telling you, male
female.
and female, you can't get around it, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't. And it's because of the nastiness. They know that the black community is morally bankrupt. They know this.
Yes.
That's why
Yes,
it's
we know.
easy to keep pushing this gangster rap, this hoochie mama music, because they know that black folks, instead of them reading a book, they turn on what P. Diddy is saying, what Jay-Z is saying, right? All the rappers that your kids love, let me tell you. And when they grow up, they end up stealing, they end up screwing up in school, they end up going to jail, prison, and gosh darn it, death. So that's why it's very important that we speak about stuff like this. We speak about the family. Jamal, last words on this here, sir.
You know what? I'm going to always say this, and I'm going to say it right now, Jermaine. The black community exports is degeneracy, and they exporting everything that's tearing down family structure. Notice this, Jermaine. Everybody started embracing black culture. Everybody done started embracing the out of wedlock birth has gone up. The
Yep.
black community out of wedlock birth have not went down. Out of wedlock birth went up.
Through the roof.
Families being split apart. Then you got the little kid that's trying to get out there and stop her from doing it. You know, then you got this other little girl wanting to come in here and fight that little boy, teaching that other little girl running in here to be a whore. This is nothing but whore training. Whore training by whores.
Yup.
And every time you turn around, they're always trying to show black women, these are your Joe Biden voters.
Absolutely.
These are the people that's going to tell you Republicans are racist. These are the people that's going to tell you they trying to stop our welfare check. Them evil white Republicans. These is who these people are. And this is what we're going to keep getting. It's degeneracy. Black folk went through something 200 years ago. Stop using that for excuse for the degeneracy in the black community today.
It's absolutely wrong what's going on. And
Yes,
the
it
thing is, Jamal, the black community says black women are the backbone, right? The backbone of the community. But gosh darn it, that backbone is broke. Let me tell ya.
Or somebody digging it out.
Shoot. And then the black men, they can't even speak to these women because you know what? The women don't want to be corrected. They can't be held responsible. So this type of cycle keeps going on generation after generation. I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but it needs to be said. It really does need to be said, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys do me a favor. Hit that like button. Make sure you do share. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to somebody who just donated on our Cash App $10 challenge. Maria Z. Maria Z, shout out to you. Absolutely. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and give you the customary. No, brother, a little slow.
But just look at that.
It's crazy.
How do black folk expect people to actually show us some type of respect and not be racist and not want us around? That's ghetto peasant or trash.
You just can't make it up. You can't make up this next crime either. Here in North Minneapolis, let me tell you, a shooting just went down. at a gas station. So brazen, let me tell you, it made the national news. I want you guys to take a look at this. When it comes back, I want to speak about it. There's a white man who is so scared in this video, ladies and gentlemen. So scared about what happened. This white man is sitting in the dark. He don't want to show his face while telling the tale. Yeah, scared this white man to death, let me tell you. This white man is darker than me. He's bliggity. Let me go ahead and run this. When it come back, we going to speak about it. Hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Here we go. North Minneapolis shooting. Could happen in your neck of the woods.
Yep.
Here we go.
And as I'm going by, I can still hear bullets hitting the car, and, you know, I just kept going. I wasn't stopping.
Caught on the crossfire, shocking surveillance video obtained by Fox 9 capturing a shootout between teenagers at a northeast Minneapolis gas station, nearly killing innocent bystanders. Violent crime scenes like that continue to spark debate over how to handle juvenile crime in the state's largest city.
Fox 9's Paul Bloom tells us why this one shooting highlights the challenges facing police, prosecutors, and simply people trying to go about their day.
During a late-night stop for a soda and snacks at this corner gas station in northeast Minneapolis.
But yeah, it mentally screwed me up.
Joe Babineau and his friend found themselves in the middle of a shootout.
How scared are you as this is unfolding?
It was altering, you know. I mean, I just got the hell out of there, you know, with my life.
We are concealing Joe's face because of ongoing safety concerns over the teenage gunman.
It looked like he was just firing, you know, wildly.
Fox 9 obtained surveillance video of the entire encounter from February 28th. That, according to authorities, appeared to start with a stare down at the door between rivals. The first shot shattered the glass. Gunfire then continued inside the shop before spilling outside by the pumps.
No more than 30 seconds, this kid backed off, started firing. He just kept backing up, just spraying the whole parking lot.
The shooting left one of the teens involved critically injured, while Joe's pal left the scene in an ambulance with a gunshot wound to his foot.
You know, we took so many bullets from one side. The other kid that was behind was firing from the other side. So the car was literally right in between everything.
That is Joe's black Ford Fusion speeding away from the scene. We later counted at least 6 bullet holes in the car, including one in the driver's door that appeared to be on a straight trajectory towards Joe, who's behind the wheel.
So it literally hit that bolt and went somewhere.
That car saved your life?
Oh, you bet.
This video helped Minneapolis police arrest 2 17-year-olds who have a history in the juvenile justice system.
What happened in this case was horrific.
Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty and her office later charged the teens with attempted murder and assault.
And it doesn't matter whether it was done by a young person or an adult. We take gun violence seriously.
Court records reviewed by Fox 9 show this shootout occurred less than 4 months after one of the suspects was put on probation for a prior juvenile firearms offense. In that case, police found a stolen Porsche at his home along with a gun and ammo. He pled guilty to lesser charges and was sentenced to 2 years probation and 100 hours of community service.
Ultimately, the bottom line has to be about public safety.
As for the other young man seen shooting wildly in the gas station, he too has a prior history that would indicate the escalation of dangerous behavior. Limited court records show he was previously sentenced in a first-degree aggravated robbery case when he was just 15 years old. Moriarty tells me her team is now considering certifying them both as adults.
If it appears that the only way we can keep the public safe is by certifying these young people and possibly sending them to prison, we will do so.
But Moriarty has been criticized for not doing so more often when it comes to prosecuting young offenders.
We need to do everything that we can to get these violent juveniles arrested, charged, and off the street.
Just last week, the Minneapolis police chief and Hennepin County sheriff questioned why some of those teens are not facing more severe charges.
It's not about
because it's gosh darn racist. Look at this hair hat.
We have to ask ourselves what we see
Jamal,
in the streets
you
of
see this black woman right here, this black sheriff right here.
Woo, that ain't her hair.
I'm telling you, Minneapolis, you better start packing up. If you live in Minneapolis, you see this hair hat hooligan right here. You better start packing up, because I'm going to tell you this right here. This black woman is going to allow every little Negro from here to Pakistan to rob, steal, and kill without being charged as an adult. Let me tell you. She's going to allow the city to burn down. Jamal, she is. Trust me. A black, oh my goodness, you better run. Better run. Let me go ahead and finish this.
Is releasing them immediately onto the streets beneficial to them?
Moriarty insists it should be a societal goal to keep young people out of adult prison, arguing these statistical outcomes are so awful. But sometimes, like in this case, she says, she has no choice.
You want to see consequences here?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to push it to the full extent.
As for Joe Babineau and his experience caught in the crossfire, the decision here, he says, should be a no-brainer.
They know they're under the age of 18,
Ooh,
and
man,
they know
that white man turned
these
dark
kids
quick.
probably get a smack in the hand. I'm going to push to have it done.
Wow, and I'm going to stop it right here. White folks, you see how black this white man is? Yeah.
This is horrible.
That's what happens if you're a white person in Minneapolis. The blacks don't respect ya. Let me tell ya. You see that black police chief, that sheriff with their hair hat, Minneapolis. You ain't gonna see any good days. You're not. Jamal, what do you think about this here, brother?
My God. I'm going to tell you like this. Can you hear me, Jermain?
Yup.
Hello. Can everybody hear me?
Yup.
Jermain, the civil rights movement is turning into a joke. This DEI stuff, getting people, and people say, well, DEI isn't elected. Yes, it is. DEI is elected too. Because I'm going to tell you something. Looking at them, looking at those women and how horrible they look, looking at that woman, can we stop focusing on how many black men are being locked up and focusing on why they are being locked up? How about we start addressing the problem? No fathers in the home. Hair hat hooligans.
Yup.
People telling me my volume down low again. Hair hat hooligans. That's the problem. People saying, these people are coming into the community and tearing it up. They're tearing.
You sound good. Go ahead.
Okay, they're tearing it up. These women are horrible. And this is they're more worried about how they look. I'm looking on Fleet, girl. I look good on TV than doing her job. This woman is complaining about Minneapolis, where she ought to go out here and say George Floyd, like I've been saying, has not been good for America or Minneapolis. The cities have burnt down and went the way of a ghost town. They are horrible. The cities are horrible. Look at Minneapolis. Minneapolis one time was a great city. Minneapolis actually won the World Series. People forgot about that. Oh, God, what was his name? The black dude used to play for the Minnesota Twins. Minneapolis was beautiful.
Gosh darn it. I know who you're talking about, too.
One in the 1990s.
Oh.
But look at
it now. Is it Kirby? It's not Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby.
Kirby, right?
Yeah. Look at them now, though. Look at Minneapolis now. It's a ghetto.
It's a ghetto.
It's
You
one
can't even make it up.
big, giant ghetto. But it wasn't this way until you brought in all those Somalians and they mixed in with the black community and tore this city apart. And cowardly white folk didn't push back.
You just can't make it up. I want people to understand it. You just can't make this type of stuff up. All that shooting, the young black folks that are there, they learn all of this from listening to rap music, watching a lot of these gangster videos, and not being in school. They learn it from the OGs. The OGs, when they get older, they start understanding what happened to them. And they start blaming their mama. I want folks to understand, young black men, when they start getting older, they start getting angry.
Yep.
They don't like their mama no more because they figured out their mama set them up. Mama, why is my dad not here? Your dad ain't nothing. He just took off and ran. Not knowing they're going through the same cycle. And they start seeing, well, okay, well, to have a black family, it is very hard because you have to deal with people like my mama.
Yep.
And then on top of that, we have the law behind them where they can just eliminate the man from the life. I want people to understand that. When the children are growing up with that one parent, their mama, who's doing a terrible job, you know what happens? They start doing this. They start shooting and killing. And then when you try to solve the problem, right? Because Mr. White Man has grown up right. He had a mama and dad at home. He understands the world. He tries to come down and solve it in the black community. And you know what happens? The black women start saying, get your hands on my baby. Well, you just shot my baby. Right?
He ain't hurt nobody.
He was just trying to live. We live in the ghetto. I want you black folks to understand something. I want you white folks to understand something as well, because there's a lot of white folks who think like these black folks out here.
Yes.
I want you to understand something. You're going to be poor in this world nowadays if you have one parent at home. It takes a two-parent income nowadays. I hope you know that. And if your mama is just sitting at home on her back and collecting from Biden, let me tell you something. She gonna be pow. She gonna be pow. So there's nobody should be sitting here blaming anybody. If you decide to have a baby out of wedlock, nowadays that's on you. Don't sit here and blame anybody and become and say, you know what, hey, I'm a single mama and all sorts of other crap. Because our babies out here, they're the ones who are really dealing with it. They're dealing with the single mama baby crap, where they have no supervision and no love. And now look at them right now. We can't even solve the problem, because if we do, guess what? The white man's racist. The criminal justice system is racist. You just can't win with these type of folks. Last words on this here, Jamal.
You know, people forget that Joe Biden and the 1990 crime bill. Let's take a real 10-second walk down memory lane. Black folk, young black men, was causing so much violence and so much crime in the black community that civil rights activists, the people who got bitten by dogs, sprayed with hoses, chased by the police, almost hung by the Klan, They asked for the 1994 crime bill because they saw how destructive these young black men and black women were. We need another 1994 crime bill to target thuggery and hooliganism. And we need people to not accept the immorality and degeneracy of the black community.
Yup.
Stop accepting it as normal. Stop the loud, obnoxious black cartoon characters. Stop it. It's not good. Every time you see a little black girl on cartoon, how is she, Jermain? She's loud. She's obnoxious. She's smart mouth.
Yup.
She ghetto.
And somehow that is supposed to be good. And there's so many white, stupid, liberal women out there who big up black folks for this because they know they're dumb and ridiculous and they'll go through it. That's why, men need to be in the home. You just can't have mama raising the children. She can only do so much. And it's really a disservice that, America is doing and the party is doing by not even speaking about these things that are happening. I want folks to understand that. They're not speaking about it because they know that this problem is going to go ahead and go out, spread to other cultures, and destroy the family. I want people to understand that. In China, they have gotten rid of hip-hop music. You know why? I want white folks to understand this because there's so many black folks who understand it, but they don't want to be called racist.
Yep.
And they also don't want to be attacked by crazy black folks. And I know white folks, they understand this, and we can speak and converse without folks, having their panties in a bunch and stuff like that. Yeah, white folks, I want you to understand that. The people who are pushing this nonsense understand that this will spread to the community and destroy it. We need white people out there to understand that this type of ordeal that's happening in the community will not be solved by the community because the community is headed by the black woman and Biden and them folks. And it ain't going to be solved by them. It's going to be solved by people who understand law and order and who want us actually save the family. That's what's going to happen. So I want people to truly, truly, truly understand that. Black folks already understand it. And once black folks start getting sick and tired of it, people start calling them coon. And I'm trying to make sure that these black folks out here understand that there's people like me and Jamal out here who don't care about being called coon. We care about what's right. Let's go ahead and move forward. Make sure you guys do me a favor. Hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Make sure you do share. There is another, since we're on crime here, there's a video here of new technology that is spreading, and it deals with tracking down cars that are running from cops. I want you guys to take a look at this. Here we go.
Now we're locked in.
What you're about to see,
So that's going to be your aiming point.
White Settlement police say,
And you're going to press arm.
will be a game changer.
3, 2, 1.
A new tracking dart. Officers can launch from their patrol cars and stick to the back of a suspect vehicle trying to get away.
Now you can see it sticks, and it's very difficult to get off.
Officers then follow the car with GPS instead of chasing it.
You go do your thing. We're going to cool off for a couple minutes, let you cool off, and then we're going to come back on my time now.
That's safer, Chief Christopher Cook says.
Police chases are probably one of the most dangerous activities that a law enforcement officer gets involved in. They're very unpredictable.
A handful of times a year, chases involving his officers end with a crash.
And so, yeah, we've had some close calls.
The new technology from company Star Chase will allow officers to back off, hopefully leading suspects to slow down.
They don't feel the heat as much, so they return to more of a normal speed. They don't run a red light and crash into a family.
But it comes at a cost. Each device runs 20 grand. White Settlement is buying more than a dozen. The chief calls it an investment in lives for the public, the suspects, and his officers, who will still try to make the arrest.
Get the bad guy, maybe just kind of do it on our time and not theirs.
In White Settlement, I'm Cole Sullivan.
Wow. So, Jamal, what do you think about this new technology? It seems like they're deploying these type of nanny-type technologies because there's so many baby mamas out there and their children are so dumb that society don't know how to treat criminals anymore. You get what I'm saying? What do you think about this? You know, instead of, the young kids stealing the Hondas and running off and hitting old grandma, they deployed the device. They go drink some coffee, get some donuts. Get it, cops? Donuts? Besides that, come back later and deal with the problem. What do you think?
Jermain, did you see the city name?
Yeah, I did.
White Settlement.
I know. I wanted to see if anybody would catch that. What do you think? Go ahead. You just can't make this stuff up.
Oh, we moving to White Settlement, Texas.
I'm telling you, boy.
Now we're locked in.
What you're about.
Oh my goodness gracious! You can't. Boy, if it was black, if they better change that name quickly. I don't think too many black folks know about the name. You get what I'm saying? Shoot.
Somebody black is about to go to that city and claim racism.
You know it. They try to get me. What I'm hearing, White Settlement.
Y'all, it's just that hard to miss. But let me tell you something. These police chases, the reason why they're out of control, number one, it's because these people keep seeking attention. If you was to have a law that says if you flee an arrest from the police is a mandatory 20 years. See, they'll love to run from the police because there's really no consequences for it. Think about it. You run from the police, you may do 2-3 years. But imagine if they passed a law that says people who flee an arrest in a vehicle, every vehicle you pass, you will be charged with endangering the life of each individual in that car. And if it's a child in the car you passed, then that will be endangerment of a child. And let somebody get hit with 25 years because they're running. The technology shouldn't be, because you basically, the crook is going to get away. Let's say they got a crackhead car. Or a stolen car. Or there's somebody kidnapped in the back of the car.
That's true.
And they only need a little bit of space to kill them. I think we need to stop trying to use alternative means to punish what needs to be punished. Fleeing, an officer should be 20 years minimum. That should be your minimum. 240 months. Let 3-4 people get that. Then you will see it end.
You will see it end like that. And Jamal, you know, these children, they got 2 years probation, 150 hours of community service. That's BS. That's why there's so much crime nowadays. I want people to understand that. And when you start looking at the folks who are doing the crime, gosh darn it, they black as sin. It's the minorities. I want folks to understand that. And it has nothing to do with racism. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with family. A lot of these minorities, they're not having good families at all. The culture is not good. And for you to say that here in America, gosh darn it, they say that is racist. They say it's racist. And let me tell you something. They deploy that type of tactic to shut down common sense and people saying the right thing. I want you to understand. You have to start fighting against stuff like this. And now it's to the point where they're beating up on the white man so that Blackie and the rest of the minorities can screw up. We need to come back to Jesus, as they would say. We need to come back to what is right. We know what's right. And we need to do what's right. These young kids, back in the day, if they were to do something like this, guess what? They would probably get charged as adults. They would. Back in the day, you wouldn't see stuff like this because the kids would be scared of their father. I want the young mamas out there, right? You're having sex with Tyrone. You're having sex with Andy. I want you to understand. If you don't stay with them, your kids will be like this. No matter how much you work, no matter how much you cry. Last words.
You know, until we started, crime went down in the 1990s because people weren't worried about what the black community thought about you locking up Pookie, Ray Ray, John John, if people felt Pookie, Ray Ray, and John John need to be behind bars. If Pookie, Ray Ray, and John John just happen to have kids, well, guess what? He just going to be hugging his kids from a jail cell. When you're dealing with flee and arrest, high-speed chases, that is dangerous. People get killed. That is an attempted murder, and that needs to be charged for everybody that's on the highway when you go past them. You go past a car, that's 4 attempted murders. That's another 4 attempted murders. And they need to pass that law so when that person's looking, how much time I got? Oh, 325 years.
Yep.
And let that happen to 2 more people and get these white liberal judges off the benches, because you don't need to hear nobody say, well, I feel bad for them little black little niggas. I feel bad for them. We're going to let them out free. No. And them people need to do every bit of those 320 years as an example.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and move forward. Make sure you guys do me a favor. Hit that like button. Make sure you share. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Tony Abrahams. Donated, took our $10 challenge on PayPal. Shout out to Mr. Tony Abrahams. Let me go ahead and give you the customer. Shout out to you. let me tell you, every little bit helps us get out here, helps us pay for all the lights, streaming platforms, all sorts of dumb stuff. Let me tell you, dumb stuff to get on just to run the mouth. Hit that like button. Make sure you share. Next one up, I want to speak to you guys about Biden. Oh yeah, we're gonna spend some time on Mr. Magoo. Go ahead and hit that like button and share. Mr. Magoo this weekend pissed off a lot of folks. It seems like he's the gift that keeps on giving. That's what it seems like. Instead of Mr. Magoo to speak about Easter and how it means, what it means to Christians and what Easter means for the world, this man spoke about Trans Visibility Day. What? Yeah, Trans Visibility Day. I mean, I couldn't believe it. You know, I just, but my mind was just flipping, ladies and gentlemen. There's a YouTuber out by the name of Sneeko, very famous guy. He spoke about it. And let me tell you, if Sneeko is speaking about it, gosh darn it, it's a big deal. I want you guys to take a look at this. When it come back, I want to speak about it. Here we go. Shout out to Sneeko. Shout out to Ack. Shout out to y'all. Here we go.
Christianity is very clearly under attack right now. I was looking on my phone over coming here. Joe Biden is tweeting Happy Transgender Visibility Day on the day of Easter. Very clearly they're attacking Christianity. What's good, man? Hey, why are they attacking Christianity? You believe in God? Oh. What? See, everyone's scared to talk about it. Good to meet you. He got shook. Look what Joe Biden tweeted like 5 seconds ago. On the day of Easter. Why? On Good Friday, they have Sexy Red release a music video where they have a famous streamer, Aiden Ross, like jerking off into a pie. And if you look in the background, I don't even think Aiden Ross knew better. I think he just thought it was a funny video. They have the Last Supper with Jesus right next to the pie that he's masturbating into. Astaghfirullah. Christianity is under attack, so Christ is king for all my Christians. We stand with you. We want you to be able to practice your religion publicly. Justin Trudeau doesn't want you to read the Bible in public. They're calling it hate speech. Very clearly, there's a reason that they want to attack people who believe in God.
Wow. There is. Jamal, don't you think there's a reason why they don't like Jesus? They don't like Christians? There's a reason there, and I want folks to understand it. There's a reason. What do you think, Jamal, about this?
Well, you got to attack Christian beliefs because Christian beliefs is the bedrock that built America. And if you hate America and you hate anything in the Western Hemisphere, you got to attack it, whether it be America or Canada. People forgot Christianity was strong in Canada. Christian beliefs were strong in Canada too.
Yep.
Okay? Because when people escaped slavery out of America, they went to Canada. When they were having slave catchers go in Canada, Canada would shoot them and throw them back over here. Keep your slave traders to yourself, America. So I'm glad this young man, I wonder what country is he from? Where is he at?
He's from America. He's in Israel right now.
He's in Israel now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want everybody also to pay attention to something that you don't see too much. You see people in traditional Islamic garb walking around, but I'll dare you to see someone in traditional Jewish garb walking around the Palestinians. You know, that's just a little. Name me, how come in Israel Muslims can walk around and be in traditional Muslim attire, Islamic attire, But Jewish people can't do that in predominantly Muslim countries. You know, this is what it is. But I'm glad that they're standing up. I'm glad that they're saying stop it. But until the American people say stop it, until the American people stop worrying about whether or not somebody agree with your transgender daughter or your transgender son, Christ need to be put back first, not this stuff.
Absolutely. I believe that Christianity might be the only religion that requires a person to repent. I think that is a big deal. Asking for forgiveness. I don't think they do that in Islam. I don't think they do it in the Jewish Talmud. I don't think they do that. But I know that in Christianity, that is a requirement. So if somebody out there knows, let me know. But I believe that Christianity is the only religion that requires you to repent. And that is a big deal. I want folks to understand it. It's a very, very, very big deal. Also, the people who hold Christian beliefs still are in a moral state. When it comes to Islam and a lot of these other religions out here, you know, they can bend and sway with the wind.
Yep.
But when it comes to Christianity, it's more black and white. And I want folks to understand that. If you're Christian, you're more likely, in a sense, to know what's right and what's wrong. And that's something that they want to get rid of. I want people to understand that, right? When it comes to Christianity, in a sense, it holds the family in place, right? Absolutely. Nuclear family, right? Mama, daddy, children. I want people to understand that. So there's a lot of reasons why they want Christians to be gone, reason why they want Jesus out of here. But we have to be strong. It seems like there's a lot of Christians who believe that to be Christian, you must be weak. And you need to get out of that. Jesus was very strong. Oh, yeah. Jesus would tell you about yourself.
Yes.
I want people to understand what we're doing up here, Jesus was doing. Oh, yeah. He'll tell you about yourself, and pretty soon you start doing what is right. He'll teach about self-edification, right? To edify yourself and the other people around you. To hold yourself morally accountable. These things are not being taught nowadays. And because these traditions, these type of teachings are gone, you can see our world is screwed up.
Beyond.
Ooh. Really screwed up. I want you guys to take a look at what they're saying on Sky News about what Joe Biden was just running his mouth about. Take a look at this. They're even in disbelief about it. This trans visibility crap. Take a look.
Now, it might have escaped you, but yesterday was an important day for something other than Easter Sunday. Strangely, this day, the holiest in the Christian calendar, was used as a special day for transgender people. In the US, the Biden administration made it official. March the 31st was the Transgender Day of Visibility. The president and his vice president made statements about trans rights. And our own Foreign Minister, Penny Wong, also took to social media, saying the Albanese Labor government stands with transgender and gender diverse people, saluting their strength and courage and promising to vote for more equality. Fair enough, I suppose. Easter is all about love and compassion, of course. But the clash of these 2 days is a little odd. And as it turned out, it gave us a little insight into how the woke messages are the ones that dominate for the political left. Because Wong did make a post also about Easter, but it was all about having a happy long weekend and staying safe. Nothing about the significance of the religious festival or observance. Yet earlier in the month, Wong posted about the Muslim month of Ramadan, and she made reference to it as the holy month.
Wow.
You see, the woke can refer to Ramadan as a holy month.
Yeah, they hate Christians.
Should. That's its significance. But Easter? That's just a long weekend, apparently.
They don't. A lot of Muslims hate Christians too. That's why they go with Ramadan.
Yep.
How about we have a little more visibility for Christianity at Easter too?
They do it. They did it on purpose, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I don't celebrate any of this trans stuff. Any type of trans stuff, you can skip me with it. If you call me a transphobe, I could give a crap.
I'm glad.
I'll sleep. I'll sleep very well. Let me tell ya. They're doing this on purpose. They hate God. I want people to understand they absolutely do. You can sit here and speak about folks who hate God, folks who hate anything that's right, and then you won't even, I just can't believe it. Last words on this here.
You know what? Mr. Larson, and thank Mr. Larson. Mr. Larson, he let us know. He says, there are other religions that practice forgiveness. He said, Abrahamic, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Bida faith, Buddhism, Hindu. So there are some that practice forgiveness. The only difference is there is no other faith that where the God put on flesh to die so you wouldn't perish. So this whole trans thing is just a slap in the face to the Christians who supported gay rights and gay marriage.
Yep.
If you want to know what is the real transgender movement is, it is a slap in the face to everybody who compromised, everybody who said, you shouldn't judge. God loves them too. God said, love and love. For all the people who did that, and people like myself who said they want more than marriage, now we see they clearly want it.
Yep, we see what they want.
Joe Biden is evil.
They want you gone. They want you gone. That's what they want. As Christians, there should be a new movement. Not to compromise your beliefs for nothing. Because that's what a lot of Christians have done. You have compromised your beliefs. And now look what's going on. These people here don't want anything except for to take over and for you to be gone. That's it. All this inclusion and all this other crap they talk about, it's all crap. That's all it is. Hit that like button. Make sure you share. I want you guys to see what President Trump said about this, because he reacted to it as well. And let me tell you something. Gosh darn it. He said what is right. Here we go.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and good morning to you. If you are just now tuning in, I'm Jean A. Francine, waking up with you here bright and early on this Easter Sunday, taking you out to Washington, D.C., giving you a live look out at the White House now at 8:41 on the East Coast. And we are following some breaking news as it relates to President Biden. According to our content partners over at the Associated Press, President Joe Biden is facing criticism this morning from Donald Trump's campaign and religious conservatives conservatives for proclaiming March 31st, which corresponds with Easter Sunday this year, as Transgender Day of Visibility. The Democratic president issuing the proclamation Friday, calling on all Americans to join us in lifting up the lives and voices of transgender people throughout our nation and to work toward eliminating violence and discrimination based on gender identity. Again, that quote coming from the Biden White House as we work to give you all of these events here on Live Now from Fox. I actually want to show you a White House proclamation as it relates to this. There it is on your screen, showing you what I just read off. We do know, though, back in 2024, as it relates to this year, the March 31st designation overlaps with Easter today, one of Christianity's holiest celebrations. Trump's campaign accusing Biden, a Roman Catholic, of being insensitive to religion, and fellow Republicans piled on. They say, quote, "We call on Joe Biden's failing campaign and White House to issue an apology to the millions of Catholics and Christians across America who believe tomorrow is one for celebration only, the resurrection of Jesus Christ." That quote coming from the lady there on your screen. As we know, the Trump campaign's press secretary, that's who she is. She assailed what she called the Biden administration's years-long assault on the Christian faith. Now, she wasn't the only person to speak up. House Speaker Mike Johnson also saying on social media that, quote, "The Biden White House has betrayed the central tenet of Easter," and called the decision, quote, "outrageous and ridiculous." Now, actually,
Wow.
White House
And I'm going to
spokesperson-
stop it right here. So, Jamal, even the Trump campaign was upset about this. They said that the Biden administration should issue an apology to Christians and Catholics across America for what he said on the day. What do you think about that? Go ahead.
It don't matter. They won. It don't matter. People were warned years ago about love is love. You can't judge. Leave these people alone. Why you just why you worried about what they do in the privacy of their own home? People was warned. Joe Biden is doing everything he can to shake it in Christians' face that we've lost. He enjoys it. And people, oh well, Jamal, this just bringing on the coming of the Lord. The coming of the Lord ain't a good time. Nope. The coming of the Lord means, hey, I got to come back and save all y'all. This is it. So we don't need to be, this means the coming of the Lord. We need to be ashamed and we need to start fighting back.
Absolutely.
Your children why do you think twerking, you know that video Jermain played earlier, y'all? Why do you think that video is now so acceptable? It's nothing, because we have totally wiped out our morality. We've wiped it out. You don't have women twerking and doing nasty stuff like that if we at least had the morality we had in the year 2000.
What a terrible man. I mean, Joe Biden is a terrible man. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. Make sure you share.
Yes, he is.
Very terrible. This is the time right now. We are going to we're gonna switch up, and I got a video here that I want to play, and I'm kind of scared. Scared that it might be kind of crazy. So if you're into a little bit of some craziness, you want to hang out with me and Jamal a little bit more, once you guys head over to Rumble, because I'm going to be cutting off Facebook, and I did send you the link. I sent you the Facebook link. And I'm going to be cutting off YouTube. Let me go ahead and drop the link here for you guys.
That's right, y'all. You got to come over to Rumble because it's one of them videos you're going to be like, this can't be real. It's real.
Yup. And I don't want to get caught up in nothing. You see how bad they are? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So for the people on YouTube, let me go ahead and drop this. There you guys go. There goes the link. And for the people on Facebook, let me go ahead and drop the link for Rumble as well.
I cannot find a Facebook.
I sent it to your Jamal.
Okay,
Jamal
you
one.
must got a new page then.
Yeah, I
Okay,
sent it to that one.
See, that's the thing. I won't looking for that new page. I was looking for the old classic.
There you guys go. All right. So without further ado, let me go ahead and cut this off. All right.